What's up, everybody? Welcome to Automaton Central. We're gonna do another train video. People had a lot of questions. There were a bunch of questions. I have a whole Word document here on my desktop of all the questions that I got out of Reddit and the YouTube videos and all that. Thank you so much for all the subscribes and the likes. The other video is doing great. It's really cool to be joining the community of content creators on YouTube. So let's jump right in. First question asked was, can stations be renamed? And there's a couple other questions that fall out of this. So we're actually gonna do it on this side, and I'll show you why in a minute. Because this train is already routing to that station, right? So we want to test on the way back. We're gonna drop a train station right there. This train station is named East. It's because it's on the east side, not the west side. So we're going to take this one, and as soon as my game is done saving, and we're going to name it East. Now, for you Factorio train nerds, you know that if we placed another station named East closer to where the starting point was of where the train was leaving, that when the train got here, it would stop. That when the train got to the closer train station, it would stop. And what you're going to see on here, when it actually comes back around, is that it doesn't. The train is going to go directly through to the other stop. And actually, I'll drop a locomotive over here. So if we jump in this guy, you can see there's actually two stations for East. There's the one that we just added, and there's the one that was the first station that I put down as part of this demo. It's a race. The acceleration without cars is very slightly faster. Just a scoosh. So that's going to take about a minute to come back around. Do stations appear on the map? I've also unlocked the map in this build. Again, right now they don't. Does that mean that they won't? I don't know. If you want your train station to appear on the map, you always have the option of just dropping a beacon. But right now, they do not appear on the map. I had for those of you who are wondering what this concrete donut is doing, wow, I'm really good at this game. For those of you who are wondering what the concrete donut is doing, I had a stopwatch up, and I had an Excel spreadsheet on one side and a stopwatch on the other, and I was watching the trains come in and stop and then go around and go to the other side and stop, and testing just a bunch of different speed. Does it matter how many locomotives you have on one side? Does it matter whether or not we had cars? Does it matter whatever? And it all ended up being the same, which tells me that that's just something that's not been implemented in the game yet, and we're gonna have to find out when it releases. So yeah, like you guys saw, it went right past this train station. It went right past East to East, and took off. So there's those multiple locomotives possible. Absolutely. The train that's doing a lap right now has two locomotives on it. A pretty standard Factorio build is doing the snap together. There we go. Is doing two locomotives and then 4 cars. If you're really comfortable building with that, building with a 2-4, you can go for it. The train works fine with that running on a loop. I can actually, if we turn these around, I can show you the acceleration. It's not drastically different than what we had before. So let's run this into the end. There's no end on here, so I'm going to pick these up. And I'm going to be late getting in this car. But you can... That's a bad example. Anyway, the acceleration's not bad, is the point. The acceleration's decent. Trains don't go backwards. So if you get in the train and hit... Oh, the last time I was trying to do this up top, they didn't go backwards. Nothing with trains is consistent right now. Don't trust anything I say. Oh man. Let's see. When you program a locomotive, if you program, let's say we're gonna go to those two, right? If you add another locomotive after programming the ones that you've already set up, it's already connected as an entity. So that tells me that the developers are expecting us to tie these trains together. Otherwise, this whole thing wouldn't be acting as a unit when you add additional locomotives to it, you know? So if that is something that you want to do, keep it that in mind for spacing considerations. All right, we're gonna jump in this guy when he stops, run right into the end, and we're gonna cancel his routes. Someone had asked, is there an upper limit to the number of cars you can put on a train? I've not seen one yet. I put a few cars on earlier, but I wanted to save this for the video. Let's find out. That's part of the reason this track's so long. Okay. Got up a little bit of speed. Slow her down. All these are micro factories, by the way. If you guys haven't seen the micro factory subreddit thread, I'll link it in the video. The other builder that I play with and I both work in the software development space. We decided to break our factory into microservices because it was becoming so unmanageable to do the 20. I have a 20 supercomputer minute mega factory that runs on one big bus straight down the middle of the base. See, the acceleration wasn't too drastically different. Let's stop. We'll add a bunch more. He had a 20 supercomputer minute factory that had trucks. His whole infrastructure was run on trucks and was running fine. Except that adding additional resources, whether you're using lanes for trucks to transport or whether you're using a large bus, is just a nightmare. It's a huge, huge pain. All right, we're out of here. Let's grab some more from here. So we decided to break things up and make micro factories. And it's been a blast, and it's been working really well, and we're scaling out a lot. If you want to check out the builds while we're building, come check out Twitch TV/Automaton Central, and let us know what you think. It feels a little bit slower, but the fact that you can pull this many wagons on a train tells me either the physics hasn't been implemented at all yet, which is probably likely, or they expect you to do longer running slow train routes. But I mean, we're still getting up to speed. This reminds me of like Slither.io. Should go for a lap around the headquarters. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Wham! Good brakes, everybody. Okay. What else? Multiple locomotives possible, absolutely. Performance, no idea. Is there a car locomotive ratio? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't mean that it's not going to be a thing though. That could be part of the development that they're working on. Configuring locomotives. I walked through showing you guys how that works. Bidirectional trains. We had a bidirectional train that was running on this track when the video started. That was this train that was doing a big U-turn right here. How are rails powered? I'm not really sure, but if I had to guess, not that I have to, but if I had to guess, I would assume that the reason this square is here in just the shape that it is because this is going to have some kind of power connector on it. But it says in the description right now, under vehicles, you can connect power to the train station to power up the trains on the tracks. So whatever this ends up being, there will be a way to connect power to it. Right now you can't connect a power line to it. In maximum grade, there's really no way to know There are people right now that are running trains from. Here, let's put our jetpack on. There are people that are doing stuff like running trains from. Actually, I kind of want to try this. Hold the phone. Hold on, everyone. We're gonna do something weird. Because we are not going to be able to do this in the game once trains get rolled out, I'm sure of it. Alright, let's get a head start. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Everybody ready? Oh no, let me in. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so you can, here, let's try going up. You guys think we'll be able to get up? Any bets? Game save. Oh, we got a crash. Because we're doing things that aren't supposed to happen. Anyway. What a way to wrap up the video. All right, well, if you guys have additional questions, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, come and hang out in the Twitch channel I'm about to get on. I don't like playing in the closed alpha build and doing that because it's not anything that we're gonna stick with, and I really don't want to piss the devs off. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, like and subscribe. I'm gonna be posting videos every couple days. Most of our content's on Twitch. Come stop by and say hi. Thanks.